Understanding the lifelong nature of a whole body condition. Scoliosis is often thought of as a condition that only affects kids or teens during their growth spurts. But the truth is, scoliosis doesn't simply go away once a person stops growing. It's not just a back problem or a spine issue, it's a whole body condition that can affect many parts of a person's health across their entire life. This includes how your brain communicates with your muscles, how your hormones are balanced, how strong your bones are, and how your body changes with age. To manage scoliosis effectively, it's important to think about it as something that needs lifelong care. That means paying attention not only to your posture or spine, but also to your neurotransmitters, the brain chemicals that help your nerves and muscles work, your hormones, which help control growth, mood, and bone health, and your overall bone strength from childhood all the way into your senior years. Scoliosis can start at different points in life. For many people, it shows up during puberty when growth happens quickly. But even if scoliosis begins early, it doesn't stop there. As people age, especially women, many changes in the body can make scoliosis worse. These changes are linked to hormone shifts, like during perimenopause and menopause, muscle weakness, changes in brain chemistry, and bone loss. That's why scoliosis must be treated as more than just a curved spine. It's a condition that affects and is affected by the whole body. So, taking care of scoliosis means taking care of your whole self: your brain, your bones, your hormones, and your spine, every year of your life. The first thing to understand is that scoliosis is deeply connected to the brain and body working together to keep the spine straight. This happens through a system called postural memory, which helps your brain remember the correct position for your spine. When someone has scoliosis, this system doesn't work as well. The messages sent between the brain and muscles are out of sync. This problem can be made worse by imbalances in neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and histamine. These chemicals are like messengers that help nerves and muscles communicate. If they are too low or too high, they can throw off balance, posture, energy levels, mood, and even sleep, all of which play a role in how well the body handles scoliosis. In addition to neurotransmitters, hormones are also a key part of scoliosis care across a person's lifetime. Hormones affect everything from growth during puberty to bone strength in adulthood. For example, during puberty, the body makes more estrogen, testosterone, and growth hormone, all of which help the body develop. But these hormone changes can also trigger scoliosis in kids who are genetically at risk. Later in life, especially during perimenopause and menopause, a drop in estrogen can weaken bones and muscles, which can cause scoliosis to progress or become more painful. This is especially true for women, who are already more likely to have scoliosis and also more likely to have bone loss as they age. That's why keeping hormones in balance is so important, not just during the teenage years, but through middle age and beyond. Bone health is another critical part of managing scoliosis as the body gets older. Bones are living tissue that need nutrients, exercise, and hormones to stay strong. If bones become weak, a condition called osteopenia or osteoporosis, the spine can begin to curve more, leading to worsening scoliosis. That's why it's so important to build strong bones early in life, during childhood, and especially during puberty, when most bone growth happens. But bone care doesn't stop there. Adults and older adults must continue to protect their bone health by eating calcium and magnesium-rich foods, getting enough vitamin D, staying active, and sometimes using targeted supplements. When bones are strong, the spine has better support, which can reduce the risk of scoliosis progression over time. Perimenopause, the years leading up to menopause, is a stage when many women first notice changes in their scoliosis symptoms. This stage can start in a woman's late 30s or 40s and brings with it many hormonal shifts, especially a drop in progesterone followed by a drop in estrogen. These hormones help maintain the strength of the bones and muscles support neurotransmitter function, and even influence sleep and stress levels. When they become imbalanced, women may experience more pain, fatigue, poor posture, and faster curve progression. This is why testing hormone levels during this stage of life is so important for women with scoliosis. Targeted natural treatments like herbs and nutrients can help balance hormones and protect the spine during this transition. Postmenopause, after the final menstrual period, brings another set of challenges. This is when estrogen and progesterone levels stay low long term. Without these hormones, the body struggles to maintain muscle tone, bone strength, and neurotransmitter balance. All of these are crucial for scoliosis patients. Postmenopausal women are especially at risk for spine-related complications, including spinal stenosis, narrowing of the spinal canal, compression fractures, and pain caused by progressive scoliosis curves. At this stage, it's critical to monitor bone density, hormone levels, and neurotransmitter function regularly. Functional medicine testing can identify hidden imbalances that may be weakening the spine, and personalized supplementation can help restore balance and improve quality of life. For both men and women, aging naturally brings physical changes: muscle loss, bone thinning, slower reflexes, and lower energy levels. These changes can make it harder for the brain and body to work together to maintain a straight spine. But that doesn't mean scoliosis progression is guaranteed. With the right treatment plan, including regular spinal exercises, healthy diet, stress management, and support for brain chemistry and hormones, scoliosis can be managed well into old age. In fact, some adults see improvements in posture, balance, and pain when they begin a whole-body treatment program that supports their unique biology. Functional medicine offers a unique approach to scoliosis care. Instead of only looking at the spine, it looks at the entire person. This includes checking for genetic patterns that affect neurotransmitter or hormone levels, measuring brain chemicals, testing for hormone imbalances, and evaluating bone density and nutritional status. This kind of testing can uncover the hidden causes behind why a person's scoliosis may be progressing, or why certain symptoms like pain, fatigue, or anxiety are getting worse. With this information, personalized treatment plans can be created that include spinal rehabilitation, neurotransmitter support, hormone balancing, targeted nutrition, and lifestyle changes, all focused on helping scoliosis patients feel stronger and more stable through every stage of life. It's also important to understand that scoliosis care is not one size fits all. What works for a teenager may not work for someone going through menopause, and what helps a 30-year-old stay strong may not help someone in their 60s. That's why scoliosis care must be personalized, flexible, and focused on the long game. Building a lifelong mindset of care, one that includes physical therapy, personalized supplements, hormone and brain chemistry monitoring, and daily habits that support spinal health, is the best way to live well with scoliosis. Aging with scoliosis doesn't have to mean more pain or worsening curves. With the right tools and the right support, people of all ages can live active, pain-free lives with scoliosis. In summary, scoliosis is a lifelong, whole-body condition. It involves more than just the spine. It includes your brain, bones, hormones, and nervous system. Treating scoliosis requires a whole-body strategy that changes with you as you age. This means keeping an eye on neurotransmitter and hormone levels from puberty through perimenopause and beyond. It means working to build and keep strong bones, protecting muscle tone, managing stress, and staying active. Scoliosis may be a challenge, but with education, testing, and the right support, it's a challenge you can face with strength at every age. The journey doesn't stop when you stop growing. It evolves. And with the right mindset and tools, you can grow stronger at every stage of life.